Good evening, everyone, or good evening in South Africa. Sharon, I think in the US it's still afternoon, but
Yes.
welcome to our Zoom call this Wednesday evening. My name is Kim Knight, and I'm going to be presenting with Henriëtte, which I'm very excited about. In life, where we meet all these lovely people and then we get to present with them as well. So we were both pretty excited. I'm going to be presenting the product part of the presentation tonight. And welcome to our guest, Lisbeth. You are a guest, and maybe there's some other guests as well. So this is very important for you. It says my connection is unstable. I hope you can hear me. But very quickly, my story of how I came into Lifewave. Yeah, it's a little bit of an interesting story, or I think so. It was just May last year. I had not heard anything about Lifewave.
Okay, we lost her.
To let you know, I've changed my router. If that happens again, Henriette, just take over, okay? So last year, I'm a business and life coach, and I was doing one of my wonderful yearly courses that I do. And Amanda Ace, if you know her, she was on the course, and she was very excited about something, and she said, well, there's something else going on in my life, but I will chat to you after the course. It's a 5-day course. So I'm like, we've got to chat about this, because I could see she was really excited. Anyway, one Wednesday evening we had a WhatsApp call, but I will be honest, and I will say that I know Amanda has been in multi-level marketing and has another business in multi-level marketing for some years, and I just thought, I have a feeling this is multi-level marketing, and I am not interested at all. Okay, I mean seriously, I'm allergic to it. I tried it for 1 week back in the day, and that was it. I think I lasted 3 days. And but because I know, like, and trust Amanda, and because you're so excited, I had a call, and then we had this call, and she just really couldn't stop talking about the product, what it was doing, the testimonials. And I'd actually just listened because I was really intrigued. First of all, because I really always look towards some other form of healing other than, the normal pharmaceuticals and that kind of thing, and more of a spiritual line. So I was really intrigued. But what also intrigued me was her almost like tearful from gratitude, the changes she was seeing in people. And I thought, wow, there's something in this. I said, well, send me the links. And I watched the links, and that was it. Honestly, I didn't know anything. I didn't know about the business side. I didn't know too much about the product besides the links, but I knew I was in. I really, when you come across that thing when you just know that this is not something you can miss out on. I don't want to be 10 years down the line and think, I should have signed up then. But even before I signed up, I started speaking to people about LifeWeb, and I said, look here, I need to do a little bit of research, but I think you need to know about this. And one of the people were Trish. And I said, just let me do my homework. And the next thing, that was it. I signed up, and the rest is history. So one thing about that was very different with me with LifeWave was um, I just didn't do any research. I just knew instinctively this is what I wanted to do. I didn't know how to do it, what to do, but I just jumped in with both feet. And I said, I'll learn along the way. And that was the best thing I could ever have done. Because if you want to get everything perfect before you start something, you're just not going to start. And really, I know 1,000% more than I did in May. Um, just a quick story on my testimonial with LifeWave. It's interesting, and I'm glad, Henriette, we're presenting together because we have different testimonials. Now, for some people, LifeWave works instantly overnight. Like my friend Sharon, we patched on the Saturday, Sunday, she was a different person. And I'm not kidding. Her whole life changed within 24 hours. But with myself, um, I haven't had that kind of reaction, but within the first week or two, definitely I was sleeping better. Um, lot of strength, a lot of energy, vitality. That's quite huge. And little things have happened along the way, but not like huge, like Sharon or Henriette. But why I'm sharing that is because everyone is different. And one thing I've learned about Lifewave is if you understand how stem cells work, if you're one of those people like me, you've just got to continue because you never know the next day where your life could be quite different. Um, but also my use patches I give to my doggy Tao. Sharon's met him, and Sharon actually, because she visited me in South Africa in June, July, August, and she noticed the difference in Tao, in his energy. He's 15 years old already, so she could absolutely notice his breathing was different, Sharon, right? And so, that's a huge testimonial. He's sitting on his twin chair now. We have twin chairs. But that's my testimonial. And Henriëtte, would you like to share your story, or would you like to do it when you do your part of the presentation?
Uh, I can share a little bit of my story also as well. So for you who don't know me, my name is Henriëtte. I live in Norway, and I was introduced to Lifewave back in March last year. A very good friend of mine. I work as a life alignment therapist, and one of my colleagues, a very good friend of mine, Toril, she was coming to visit me. And I could see that light in her eyes. She was so bursting. She wanted so much to tell me something. And I said, what is going on? And she told me about these patches. And she told me that she had heard this and she had ordered her patches, and she was hoping that she would get well from these patches. And Toril has a serious blood disease. And I have to admit, I was thinking, oh my God, you really think this is going to cure you? You have these thoughts. But she was so excited. I didn't say that. You can't say that to a person that is full of hope. She thinks she's found something. So I said, as a good friend, I said, I'll try it with you. So I ordered my patches. I'm a pretty healthy person. I didn't think this patch would do anything for me, to be honest. Because my problems is not problems compared to a lot of people who have actually real problems. Okay, so I was in a menopause. I had severe hormonal imbalances, but I got medication for that. Really heavy medication. I don't like medication, but I really, really needed it. And I didn't think this could do anything about that. I just patched. So I got my patches, and after 2 days, I woke up with a completely different energy. And I thought, what is going on? Can this be the patches? I woke up 6 o'clock in the morning, ready to go. And I'm like the person who likes to sleep long and have 2 cups of coffee, maybe write a little bit in my journal, and then I can face the day. So I was really surprised. So I attended meetings. I started to log into meetings like this in South Africa, in England. Nobody in Norway heard about this before. So I had to find information somewhere. What are people experiences? And then I heard in a meeting that this could help with hormonal imbalances. And then I got really interested. I had then been patching for 1 month. And I said, okay, let me try. So I reduced my medication and woke up crying. So too soon. So I looked further into it and saw that if you combine some patches, I combined, then bought Aeon and SB6 and added. So I used now that in addition to X39. And 1 month later, I tried to reduce again. And nothing happened. And I'm like, what? And then 1 month later, I just jumped. I just quit all my medication without any symptoms at all. And I'm still amazed that it can happen so fast. And I didn't do anything other than using these patches. So no, my specialist had said I would probably use the medication for the rest of my life, but 3 months of patching and I could stop. So I was really, really surprised and my friend who sponsored me, she has now normal blood tests from a pretty severe blood disease where she was facing chemo. So amazing things can happen. Absolutely amazing things can happen with these patches. So when I realized the power of our own stem cells, that's when I started sharing with everyone. So I'm really eager. I'm really happy to see a lot of people here. I hope you are patching, and if you're not, please listen what this patch can do for you. And yeah.
Thanks, Henriëtte.
Okay.
And we'll start with the presentation.
Yes. I will share screen. See my screen now?
Okay. Yes, thank you. So everyone, this is the first thing we say in Lifewave. Have you been patched yet? So as you've heard, some of us have been patching for quite some time. Some people maybe just shortly, and some people haven't patched yet. But it's all about elevating, activating, and regenerating your stem cells. You can't talk about Lifewave without talking about David Smith. And as I said before, you know, I knew nothing about Lifewave before I started, but the more and more I know about David Smith, it's incredible. He's the CEO and inventor of X39. I think he's got over 180 patents now. He stopped counting at 150. So he's not a doctor, he's a scientist and inventor, specializing in age reversing. And in 2008, he started focusing his attention on stem cell research. I don't know if you remember back then, it really became quite something, you know, that people were talking about. And his recent patent, and we're focusing on X39, took 10 years and $4.5 million to bring to market. So that's not, you know, you're not going to do 10 years of your life and all that money if you know that it's not going to work. It is patented technology. And if you know anything about patents, it's quite a rigorous, process to go through. You have to prove that what you say it's going to do, that it does. So you go through lots of clinical trials and all of that kind of thing, and then you get a patent. Not everyone gets a patent, but David Smith got a patent for 20 years, and we've still got 15 years left of the patent, which I'm sure Henriëtte will talk to you about in the business section, why that is so important. So just a few words there. So what it says, as the embodiments as a result of elevating copper peptide, this is really important, including activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, elevation of antioxidants, reduction in inflammation, which is huge, management of pain, which I've seen, Sharon will talk about that in her testimonial, improvements in stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing, which I've also seen amazing results for. Thank you. So why X39 stem cell activation patch? This is powerful to know. The fewer, we're born with I don't even know the number, but hundreds and thousands or maybe millions of stem cells. But the fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. We can see that with everyone around us, ourselves, our families, our friends. At the age of 30, which I really, really didn't know, only half your stem cells are active. Okay, and at the age of 60, you lose almost all stem cell activity. So it stands to reason that when you get sick, when you're 50, 60, 70, or when you fall, when you break a bone, when you cut yourself, it takes way slower to heal than it did when you were like in your teens. Thanks, Henriëtte. So how does it work? It's a proprietary form of phototherapy. It really is just phototherapy. Patented nanocrystal, really small, if you can see the picture in the background, technology. It's a technology. It reflects light, the light of your body, the infrared light in your body to activate the little patch and send it back into the body to self-heal. What I love is it's non-transdermal. There are no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants in the patch, and it's non-invasive. So it's not a transplant, it's not an injection, it's just a little patch on your body, which works through technology. It's like a medical device. So the benefits of X39, I think Henriëtte and I have already touched on these. There are just so many benefits, and we hear about them every day. But this is what a lot of people talk about almost immediately. Increased strength, reduced inflammation, increased stamina, which definitely was, I felt almost immediately. Lots of energy and vitality. Mental clarity, so you know that brain fog that you sometimes have kind of goes away, and you can make decisions far easier. Restored muscle or skeletal conditions, improvement of sleep, which that was unexpected for me, which I love, and improved skin appearance. And lots of people, in fact, since May, it looks like people, are having facelifts just from the X39. And in fact, people have asked certain people if they've had Botox or facelifts, but it's not. And what's important to know is that you achieve optimal health, a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, not just physical, because when you improve your physical state, everything else improves, and that's what I love. Thank you, Henriëtte. Now, I love this map. Nowadays, we can actually take photographs of our brain, and this really is what it is. And this is a participant. She's a 77-year-old woman, and they placed the X39 on the back of her neck, where you'll see where we place the patches. In session 1, okay, before the patches, you can see her brain there. Lots of inflammation in the brain, complete or almost lack of brain coherence. After 3 weeks on X39, they take a photograph, and that's what you see. Okay, no more inflammation and improved brain coherence. And after session 3, so that's only 6 weeks on X39, complete turnaround and better brain coherence. So I think what's important to note is that when she came in, if you look at session 1, her brain was really hyperactive, but her brain calmed down dramatically. And I know I've been moving, so when your brain is so hyperactive, it's very stressful. So when you have that calm mind, it's a wonderful feeling. After session 2, and then after session 3, I think what's important is her brain remained calm, didn't go back to the initial state after 6 weeks on X39. Thanks, Henriëtte. So X39 long-term results. I think that's what's really important. And you can look at, if you want to take that website down, this is at info.com. We'll speak about it later as well. Fantastic website. And within the first few days, 4,000 genes, your genes begin to reset. I'm sure many of you just wish you could reset your genes. Well, this is what happens. And that's why all these changes start happening. Within 6 weeks, as we saw in the previous slide, your brain becomes balanced. And within 3 months, your collagen is increased. And most of us know we were raised to think of collagen for being, healthy hair, nails, skin, that kind of thing. But actually, collagen is the most important protein in your body to heal all your organs. So this is really huge. And then what I love is within 6 months, and they've done trials on this, your heart reverses in age for up to, I think it's 8 years. So, let's say you're 40 years old now, within 6 months, if you're 40, you're 32, 34, that kind of thing. And we literally can see that happening to people. So as David Smith said, it's not anti-aging, it's age reversing. And honestly, we see that with our friends and brand partners. How do you wear X39? Very easy. It's the most easy, simplest thing to use. You just wear your patch 12 hours on, 12 hours off. So I normally put mine on at about 6 in the morning, and then I take it off at 6 at night, because your body needs time to repair and rejuvenate. It's very important, 12 hours on, 12 hours off, and then you throw the patch away. But as you heard, I give my used patch to Tao, who's sitting next to me now, my doggy, because we know that there's still more life in the patch, but we must only use it for 12 hours. Yeah, and then the next day you put a new patch on and repeat. You can wear more than one patch at a time, and what I mean by that is we won't go too much into this, but there are other patches other than X39. For example, I love the Aeon patch, which is for inflammation. There's an Lifewave patch, which is like a serious pain block. It's amazing. So you can wear an X39, an Aeon, and an Lifewave, depending on your condition. But it's important to remain hydrated. Drink plenty of water during the day. As you can see, I've always got my glass of water, but also to take your to take extra hydration supplements, or you know, I can't think of the word now, but I just put into water and I take one a day. Thanks, Henriëtte. What?
So I can just read this slide and then I'll stop sharing and we will share some stories, because this patch is absolutely amazing. It's life-changing and emotional. It absolutely works. So we can stop sharing. I see Kim is back. So maybe we
Really
can have
sorry
some
about that.
stories.
And I'm almost there. But what I can say without looking at the slide is, you know, X39, the best thing about X39 is it just absolutely works. You know, it works. So you just keep on patching. And we're going to hear some testimonials now. And I hope, Sharon, I'm going to put you on the spot because your testimonial is seriously profound. And why it's so profound, everyone, is I literally saw this. I patched Sharon on a Saturday evening at 10 o'clock, and yeah, she gets very emotional when this happens because it really did change her life. So Sharon, if you don't mind sharing. You're on mute, Sharon?
Okay. So I had a condition with the jaws for 15, 20 years, degenerative joints. And when I was at Kim's this past summer, I had to see a dentist, and he had to work on the very back part of a molar. And so I was in a lot of pain for, I think it was 3 days after. I just was in pain for 3 days after my mouth had been open for so long. I'd actually broken this bone before it shattered. And so I had been listening to Kim doing Zoom calls and that sort of thing, but I was just lying on the couch in pain. And that night she just happened to say, well, let's try a patch. And of course I said, yes. And within, I think it was within the first, 40 minutes or something, the pain started going away like really quickly. And because it was so late, I left it on all night. And that morning when I woke up, I was so amazed because it was the first time in so many years that I had not been in pain with the jaw. And it was so overwhelming. I couldn't even tell Kim what was going on because I was just crying. So, yeah, I had been on medication 3 times a day for many years. And now, not suggesting medication changes to anyone, but personally, meds 3 times a day. And now I take something every 5 days, 4 days at the most. 1 pill every 4 or 5 days instead of 3 pills a day. So, yeah, and that's just one thing.
Thanks, Sharon. Yeah, it was quite profound. You know, when it happens, you can't believe it, but it's true because you're seeing it. It's just miraculous.
Well, and the last thing I wanted to say was about the knees, because I think about, because I was a runner for 50 years, my knees have been, progressively getting worse. And my last run was in 2018. They wanted to do surgery. I said no. And I used to laugh because I literally thought I was going to pull the handrail off of my son's wall when I would go upstairs at their home. I have 3 grandbabies. And so I was there a lot and lived in the upstairs room. So at night, I was like dragging myself up the steps to get upstairs. And I just knew I was going to rip the handrails out. And after 3 weeks, I think, at Kim's and being on the patches, my knees were starting to heal. I could do lunges again. I can do steps again. I can go up and down steps and not even use the handrail anymore. And I just think that's a real good comparison to literally worried about ripping the handrail out to just running up the steps. That's amazing.
Thanks, Sharon. Would anyone else like to share a testimonial? One more person? Avril? You've got a lovely testimonial.
Thank you, Kim. I've actually got a new one. It's happened recently.
Lovely.
Yes. For many years now, I couldn't go for walks. Well, even at night, I would sleep and I'd get this, I had sciatica. So I had that pain going down my leg and my lower back pain. And I could never really go for walks because I would walk for 5 minutes and I would just turn back and come back. I can't walk. And yes, I think it's about 4 months now that, yes, 4 months now that I've been using the X39. And for the last 3 weeks, every Saturday, I've done a park run or a park walk. And I did 5 kilometers and I finished the walks.
Wow.
With no pain and with no pins and needles.
That's amazing. Thanks, Avril. And you know, Avril's got so many testimonials, but to hear a new one, it's, you know, just increasingly as we use them, they're new changes. So that's amazing to actually do a park run. Thanks, Avril. Thank you. Okay, Henriëtte, I think we can get back to the presentation. Henriëtte is going to take over for the business section.
I can do so. I just want to throw in also that, you know, when stem cells are working in your body and new stem cells are formed, you never know what they will do. So when I started patching, I didn't know that it could help me with my hormones. And after 3 months, when my hormones were balanced, and I didn't have any more expectations, but I just kept patching because I was thinking, well, healthy stem cells, then my immune system will stay well. So I wasn't expecting anything else to happen. But every month, something happens. Even when you think your body is well, then suddenly something is, you know, this shoulder that sometimes used to ache a little bit, it's gone. Used to have some eye migraines, it's gone. And my eyesight has improved dramatically. And that was after 6 months. And I was absolutely not expecting that. So it's important to know that sometimes what heals you takes some time. It takes some time, and the most unexpected things can happen. So it's absolutely amazing. So
And also, sorry,
yes.
Henriëtte, what I wanted to say, I'll keep it brief, but it's not only for ailments, actually, it's if we want to keep on being healthy. You know, if we're thinking of the future, just to keep on being healthy, because when your stem cells are activated, then, you know, you have a much better, far greater chance of longevity. So it's also about staying healthy and not always just fixing an ailment or healing an ailment.
Absolutely. So I will now go into the business part of the presentation. So I will share screen.
And everyone, as Henriëtte is doing that, I remembered the word that I was thinking of, electrolytes.
Yes.
So please also add electrolytes to your water, because that will help the process.
And if you don't know what electrolytes are, because I didn't know when I started, they said take electrolytes. Well, it's just minerals. If you go to the shop and buy some good minerals to bring into your water. Okay, this is it. Info.com is a website. If you haven't been into this site before, take a picture of it, write it down, because here you find a lot of amazing information about our products. Videos here of David Schmidt explaining how it works, doctor panels discussing, so a lot of good information on this page. So I want to say a little bit about Lifewave as a company, because this is not a new company. This is a 20-year-old company, and David Schmidt started, he actually invented the technology in the patch 20 years ago. And as we can see now, it's open in over 75 countries. And the best part, there's a lot of companies out there. If you want to look at earning some extra money, then check if it's a solid company, which Lifewave is, and check that the product works. It absolutely does. We've heard some amazing testimonies here today. And also, this is a patented product, and that is very different compared to a lot of other companies out there, because the patent means we don't have any competition. This is not a Me Too product. It's not like you can go anywhere else and buy it. So what we have on our hands here is an absolutely amazing opportunity. This is going worldwide, and you have the opportunity to be a part of it and take your share. So the company, when they've been around for 20 years, and like you can see on this slide, the revenue has increased dramatically over the last years, and that is because of X39. 86% of Lifewave's turnover is the X39. All the other patches are supplementary. So in 2024, the revenue was over $600 million, which is absolutely amazing. And this is its team that we are a part of. They have a goal that we will, this team, together with all our friends and all our new friends that are coming into this community, we will bring Lifewave to over $1 billion in 2025. That is our goal. And we are going to do that with patching people to help them get healthier. So Lifewave is, in this industry, the fastest growing company in the world. They are ranked as the #1 momentum company, and that is an absolutely fantastic achievement. So it's just a winning company. It's a winning team. So this is an opportunity, biggest opportunity I've seen in the industry. And the awards are many. David Schmidt himself has won several awards for his scientific work. And we see here the top team. It's Gina and Stephen Merritt, who are the leaders and who has put together a program for us that we use in this business to succeed. That this is it. And we see David Schmidt here and Margaret, is that her name? The president. Meredith, was it? I'm looking forward to meet her someday. And David Schmidt, of course. Okay, so when we start in this business, we will always ask you, if you're new in this business, what is most important to you in your life? Why would you want to do this? Do you do this for health, for your own health, for the health of your family and friends? Do you want to earn some extra money so you get some time freedom, extra vacations? This company also have incentive trips that you can actually run for in this business to get free trips. So to me, also less debt. That is something I'm looking forward to. And all of this is possible in this company. And that's the great thing. No matter what you would like to get out of it, it's possible. And we can help you achieve that. So the compensation plan, Lifewave, is only marketing their product through us. We are the marketers, and that's why we get paid. So we get paid in 4 different ways. And I want to just look a little bit into, there's just so much we can explain about the compensation plan in a short presentation. But the most important for those who want to come in and do this and earn an extra income or more is to start by talking to your friends, get them into a meeting. We help you. You find the first 4 people to put in your organization. We work as a team, and that is what it takes to become manager. And manager is the most important title you can achieve in this company. That will open up the whole compensation plan for you. So in the beginning, we earn by introducing people. And then when we grow teams, we have a binary system. So you grow 1 team on your left and 1 team on your right. When we register people, you register them left or right. So we build organizations, and you can start getting team commissions. Team commissions is that every time somebody buys something, every time somebody buys an X39 patch, it gives you volume in your business. When it's people you bring in and they bring in, when they buy, it gives you volume. And then you can get team commissions, and the team commissions are kept at $25,000 per week. And I wouldn't mind earning that, I have to say. And the good thing is, you know, you can take this as far as you like. It depends on how much time and effort you put into your business. And we all do the same. We talk to people. Have you heard about this patch? You haven't? Oh, good. Come to a presentation. Let me tell you about this. And if you like the product, you buy it. And if you like the opportunity, you take it. And that's all we do. So this is for everyone. Absolutely everyone can earn an extra income in this business. And what is important about this 2 people on the left, 2 people on the right, is that it opens up the business plan, and you can get matching bonuses. So matching bonuses is absolutely amazing. I've seen some network marketing companies through my years, and I've actually always liked network marketing as a concept because the opportunity is equal to everyone. And everyone starts at the same place, and you earn based on your own time and effort into the business. And when you go, but I never seen exactly this in any other company, that the company actually pays you if you help the people you bring in to make money. So for instance, if Caroline was my personal, I introduced Caroline, she says, yes, I want to do this business. She cannot do this on her own. We can only do this as a team. So if I help Caroline, she would then be my first line. When I help her earn her team commissions, she earns $1,000. The company will pay me 25%, not of her money, but as a bonus for me to have helped her. So if she earns $1,000, I earn $250. And isn't that great? I think that's absolutely amazing. And if Caroline then brings in somebody, then the same thing goes for her, and I can actually earn 20% of the people that Caroline bring in. And when they bring in people, that would be my third line, I can also earn 20% of them. So this is an amazing system where we help each other earn money. And the more I can help my team to achieve their dreams and to achieve a good income, the more money I earn. It's absolutely amazing. I love this system. So, and also if Caroline, if I find 20 Carolines, okay? 20 people like Caroline. There's only one Caroline, but 20. Think about that. If 20 people, if I help them earn $1,000, then I earn $250 for each of them. And that is the system. That is the great thing about network marketing. And that is the great value of Lifewave, having a unique product and building in the fastest growing team in the world. It's absolutely amazing. So how do you get started? Everybody gets started by buying. You get in where you fit in. The core package is 3 months supply of X39. It costs $295. And if that's where you want to go in, try the product for 3 months. That's the package you choose. And then we have the advanced package. That's 6 months. And if you want to go manager quick, if you want to do this as a business, I would recommend that you go in on the advanced package. It's also, you get more value for money. And then you get 6 months of the X39. And then we have the most popular product package is the biggest one, the premium. It costs $1,750, but you get real value for money. You get 20 sleeves, and that is for the serious business person who really knows that, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to need a lot of patches. I will be patching people. I will be demonstrating. Maybe I will sell some so people can have. Now, when I started on the advanced package, and 3 weeks later, I didn't have any packet. I didn't have patches. They were gone because I was telling my friends, and they're like, I want, and they just, they didn't want to wait until they got their own order. It takes a week in Norway to get your package, and they didn't want to wait a week to start patching. So suddenly it was all gone. And so I upgraded to premium, because you can also upgrade and just pay the difference between the packages. So if you're wondering which package is best for you, then talk to whoever invited you into the meeting, and they will be able to advise you on what would be the right way for you to start. And then it's like any other business. If you're serious about your business and you want to earn money, you need to buy products for your business, and you need to, of course, buy products for yourself. So we buy every month supplies. And in the beginning, if you want a slow start, it's enough to buy 1 patch a month, and that is only for yourself. When you go manager, you need to buy 2 sleeves of patches per month. And that is 1 for you, maybe it's 1 for your partner, or maybe it's 1 to share. You need patches to share because people want to try. We heard about Sharon here, 1 patch. Can you imagine if you put 1 patch on your friend and she calls you the next day crying because she's pain-free? You need to have some extra patches to share with your friends if you're going to do this as a business. So that's where you start. You buy a package and you invite people to the meetings. So we talked about thisisit.info.com, where we find all the information about the product. Thisisitteam.com is a page where you can really dig into the compensation plan. How do you get compensated? How do you introduce a new person? How do you register a new person? How do you get paid? And a lot of videos with trainings and tips and advice on how to talk to people. So it's 2 amazing sites that we can use, and we use them daily as the system of how we do the business. And that's how everybody is able to do the same. We use the same system, we use the same videos, we all do the same. So the time is now to make your move. If you are serious about your dream, I'm very serious about my dream, and I have a problem. I don't have enough money to experience all of my dreams. And then I have a choice. I can either stop dreaming, or I can start earning some extra money. I choose this opportunity to be able to earn some extra money instead of giving up on my dreams. So there is hope for your future. You just get started with X39. So I would encourage you to talk to the person who invited you to this meeting and get started.
Thank you, Henriëtte. Thank you for a wonderful presentation. And yes, and thanks for everyone who joined. I just want to quickly share with you just before we end. I've been a little bit distracted because I see someone messaging me urgently about Lifewave. They want to order, they need to order now. I said, please just give me 15 minutes. So, once you know when something's right, you know what it's like. You just want part of it. It really is an amazing company. And I love that slide about your dreams, Henriëtte. And just before closing as well, Henriëtte and I were chatting before the Zoom call started. And I was saying to her, it's just incredible because I've never experienced this before where money's coming into your bank account, like serious money is coming into your bank account. And personally, look, I'm here for helping people, but I really do want to earn more money because when we earn more money, we can do so much more with our lives and help other people too. So if this is something that you're thinking about, you're serious about, or you want to know more, please go back to the person who invited you, and I know they will help you get started. Thank you very much for everyone for joining. Thank you, Henriëtte. It was lovely presenting with you and getting to know you more. And we'll see you on the next call. Thank you, Henriëtte.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was
Thanks,
really
everyone.
good. Bye.